Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Hello everybody. Good afternoon in America and good morning in Japan. Or the Americas, I should say. Test 1 2 3.
I can hear myself. That's
1 2 3. Hello everybody. Good afternoon.
All right. Hello. Come on, say hi in the comments or in the chat. Today we're gonna be drawing. I need a haircut. I've been sick. And my sleeping habit has been awful. Very bad sleeping habit. Lots have changed. I got, well, my room's pretty messy for one. For two, I got, looks like my camera froze. Hold on. Oh no. Hold on. Test. Okay, cool. Okay, carefully pick it up this time. Dang it. One more time. Hello. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, here is this. That's a new thing. I got a water cooler. Ooh. Also, it creates hot water. And so, yeah, this thing right here. Let me carefully put this back on without it.
Good morning.
Darn it. This thing keeps camera. Good morning, Rihanna. How are you? Good to hear from you. Good to see you. Yeah, so I got a water cooler thing, which is nice. It heats up water. So I got my royal milk tea. That's what I'm drinking today. In my mug. But yes, good morning. Whew. What else happened? Yeah, so the story behind that is that I was paying my electricity bill, and apparently it was too much. And so a guy came and said, "Hey man, you've been paying too much for your electric bill, so to compensate you for that, we're gonna give you a free water cooler." And I was like, "Oh cool, I didn't even know I was doing that." So, yep. That's number one. Number two, remember when I tripped and fell and I broke my phone? Did I tell you about that? I busted my phone. So here's my iPhone, right? I busted it. It's all shards and glass, because it was like on my wallet. My wallet got busted up too, so I had to get a new wallet. Yeah, that happened. I broke that.
Oh, cool.
While I was playing.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And so I got a new wallet. My pastor's wife, she got me this. Apparently she just had leftover wallets just hanging around, and she gave this to me, which was nice of her. And I got a new phone, and I decided to go Samsung. So this is my Majora's Mask-based new phone. And it's not just a phone; it's a fold phone, flip phone. It's a fold, which is really nice. I really like this. Because, as you know, I do art. And on the back of this, I bought it, is a little pen that's off screen. And with this pen, I can do drawings on the go, which is just nice. I can do a circle and a smiley face. Yeah. Too bright. There it is. Circle and smiley face. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a foldable phone. Really cool. It's the first phone that I've ever had that wasn't financed by my parents. So this is actually mine, which is really nice, really cool. I got it because my friend Zach has one and my brother has one. And I've always wanted one because I feel like of the three of us, I'm the one who would actually use it for its like drawing purposes. So it's basically like a tablet that I can carry around with me all the time. Just nice. Really like it. Anyway. And the battery life on this thing is insane. What I mean by that is that the battery life on the iPhone sucks. On the iPhone 11, it's not great, not great. And I realized this
Yay.
because I started walking home from work. Trying to get some steps in, trying to get some exercise in. Comparatively, it takes like an extra hour compared to doing the train. So it takes a total of 2 hours, while the train would take 45 minutes, right?
Must have been a long time since the last stream. Your hair is longer again, tears of joy.
It is. My hair is long again. It actually matches my trailer now. Whenever I post my trailer on my videos, right? It's actually long. Yeah. I need to get another haircut, which I was planning to do this week, but I didn't because on Friday, what else? On Friday it rained, so it was raining all day Friday, which happens on my day off for some reason. It's like a curse. I don't know. It's pretty weird. But yes. Oh yeah. This little bit on my chin. That's not a tuft of hair or anything. That's me falling on my face again while playing with children. This time I landed on my chin. I went like, what? Boom. And then, right? So I could hear my jaw like clack. Yeah. But anyway. Yes, so
how are you finding the walks?
I'm glad you asked. So the walks are really nice and lovely because the first time I did it, when I didn't have my Fold, I was using my iPhone, and I couldn't do anything with it. It was on 20% by the time that I
Yikes, cold sweat smile.
yeah, I got a little scuffed up, but it wasn't as bad as my leg limping on my leg that one time. But yeah, my iPhone, it was at like 20% by the end of the day, and turn down the music a bit. It was at like 20% by the end of the day, and so because of that, I couldn't read manga while I was walking, and I couldn't do anything. The Google Maps drains the iPhone for some reason. It just, if you pull it up, it drains it like a percentage every 5 minutes or so, actually. So what I would do on the iPhone, on the cracked iPhone that could potentially cut my hand, I would open up Google Maps, look at which direction I need to walk.
Yeah, lower the music volume a bit now that you mention it.
I would the Google Maps. I would open up Google Maps, find which direction I need to go, close Google Maps, and then go that direction for however long, until I get anxious and I don't know where I'm at. And then I'm like, okay, I open it up again. And that sucks because I couldn't use my phone. I just had to, do that. Two, it was the first time me walking home from Gotanda, which is like a 2-hour walk, which is about 9.4 kilometers, or if you're using the Imperial system, about 5.8 miles, which is pretty good. But yeah, so there's that. It's summer now. It got really hot. I was sick for 2 weeks. That sucked. And because I was feeling like I wasn't even walking or anything, I felt very lazy, because I was just home all day for like 2 weeks, right? I felt pretty awful. So what I did was I literally just started walking home. I did that 3 times last week. And yeah, I'm probably going to do that more often. I'm going to do that today. But that being said, my sleep schedule was also really bad last week.
Yay, Team Android, he eyes.
My sleeping schedule was pretty bad last week. Because I went to bed at like 2 a.m. every day, and I couldn't wake up. And so even though I tried to stream last week, I just wasn't able to. I scheduled it, and I just wasn't able to, and it was frustrating. And I want to stream, but I can't because I keep waking up too late. So yeah, that's been my life. And I feel like I haven't drawn in a while either. I should draw when I'm sick, even though I don't wake up. I should like just get up and stream even though I'm sick and just do it anyway. And then go to sleep whenever I'm tired, which is something I could do. But you see, I'm a sleepy boy, and sleepy boys need their nappy naps. Anyway, page 10. We're going to page 10. We're gonna finish it up. Really close to being done. Out of 75. 10 out of 75. At the rate we're going, we're probably gonna finish, if I actually stream every day, we're gonna finish the rough draft by the end of the year, hopefully. And from there, maybe I can finish the actual manga by next year, which is.
Yeah, sleep is pretty nice.
It is. But if I can finish the manga by the end of next year, which I wanted to finish, not the manga, but like the chapter. I wanted to finish it by the end of this year. But if I can finish it by the end of next year, I think that would be okay. It's basically me pushing back my previous goal. But yeah, it's pretty smooth. Let's see. I was working on this. I actually need to make this normal, not italic. I don't know why it does it. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes. So today I decided to just bite the bullet. I still went to bed at like 2 a.m. But I set my alarm to make it to where it turned my light on, it had the alarm go off, and it automatically opened up anime. So like I was watching Detective Conan this morning, because it turned on, and I was like, well, I don't want to turn this off because I always love watching an episode of Detective Conan. So I just did that. And, it got me up. So I've only had 3.5 hours of sleep, which is not great. But it is a Monday. And you know what they say?
That's fun.
Mondays. But that being said, it did wake me up. I'm looking for my drawing thing. It did wake me up. My glove. I don't know where that went. I haven't used it in a while. Ugh. But yes, I think I lost a bit of weight walking. Christopher walking. No, I lost a bit of weight. There it is. I lost a bit of weight walking, and maybe like a pound of fat, it feels like. I don't know. I think I look slimmer. It could just be the hair though. Hair being poofier, hiding my chubby cheeks. But yep, when I was sick, I mostly just watched a lot of Lucas speed running. Being honest, lots of Wind Waker content. But yes, I am.
Oh yeah, happy July also. It's a new month for you.
It is, and for my American brother in America, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday to Will, my bro. So yes, I need to get him something. I don't know what to get him. I'm gonna go to America in August, and I think he'll be there when I'm there. But yes. I need another cup. But yeah, they say that the best way to start waking up early is just to do it. Even if you go to bed late. Yeah, try to wake up. Try to go to bed early, but your body will kind of just force you if you wake up in the morning. So. What I'm worried about is getting sick while doing that. So I need to stay healthy. I need to take my drugs, my vitamins, right? I need to take all that. So many people gave me like vitamin C stuff. My pastor's wife gave me these cute little glass vitamin vitamin lemon drink stuff. I got these vitamin C fizzy drinks that, you know, pretty good. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet, but I got this from one of my church members. She's really sweet. What else? She's just giving them away. I got some caffeine-free tea, which is nice for whenever I want to still drink hot drinks at night. I don't know why I want to drink hot drinks in the summer, though. I'm pretty wild. Anyway, let me quickly, over to my water cooler. I'm going to put my mug over here. Oh. Let me move my drawings out of it. Put my mug here.
Haha, gotta get you straight up oranges, tangerine, tangerine.
Yep, gotta give me some oranges. I do like oranges and fruits and stuff. The issue is Japan doesn't really sell fruits outside of like luxury fruits. They sell them. You can get them at a grocery store, but it's like for 2 apples, it's like $5. Okay, that's exaggerating. It's really not that much, but it is more than in America. So basically, what you can get for, I'll be generous. I'll say you get three apples for what you get for a bunch of apples in America. You know, like a bundle of apples. So, and apples are my favorite fruit, so that bums me out. I haven't had a lot of apples here, but they do have a lot of juices. You know, because why not? It's just that the fruits are more expensive here. They have luxury fruits, like they have, you know, square watermelon for some reason. Anyway, I want to hear the music. Yes, I've been pretty obsessed with Zelda content lately, watching a lot of Zelda stuff, which happens. Okay, I'm gonna move this. Yes, so today I'm gonna ramble a bit, probably about Zelda and the summer. I want to see a festival, not see a festival. I want to go to a festival wearing a yukata, you know? I want to go with my friends. I just haven't been able to do that. I don't know where they are. I guess I just need to wander, but I'm always working. Yeah, circle. 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 Today is circle. We're gonna circle this.
That would be cool.
Ooh, that got loud. The music is really quiet now. Hold on. I guess it just depends on the song. Anyway, yeah, it's summer. Season collection summer. Maybe just started off quiet and got louder. I don't know. I'll stick it with 20 for now. When it gets louder.
Have you ever been to a festival wearing a yukata, Tears of Joy?
Yes. Yes, I have. In fact, I went whenever I first... This is not the right thing. I went to a festival wearing a yukata. I was actually bought by my Japanese girlfriend at the time. Whenever I first visited Japan. So I was dating a girl, which I probably shouldn't have dated because she's not Christian. I was dating a girl while I was visiting Japan in college, right? So I was doing a study abroad. It's so hard to draw a circle. I am I'm gonna spend the next 30 minutes just drawing a circle. Yeah, so while I was studying abroad in college for 1 month in Japan, I was dating a
Oh,
girl.
interesting.
I was dating a Japanese foreign exchange student who, while I was actually going to visit Japan, she ended up coming back to Japan. So around the same time that
Lol, just wing the circle. It's just a draft eyes.
that's true. Reflecting on it, I just really liked her, and I was young and I was dumb, and I shouldn't have dated a non-Christian. I think so. Unequally yoked. But that being said, she that works. What happens next? I need to actually like look at my stuff. I'm gonna go back to 8. It might get loud again. That worked. What was I saying? Japanese. Yeah. Okay. So I was studying abroad on a Japanese on a trip to Japan. And so, it was kind of like both a holiday and a study tour thing. Kind of like a summer school for a month. And my Japanese non-Christian girlfriend at the time, who was, what was she? She was studying abroad in America for a good bit, which is where I met her. Not working. My mouse isn't working. Can't scroll. Yeah. My Japanese girlfriend at the time, she happened to be leaving America at the same time that I came to Japan. And so we were able to hang out and be together for the majority of the trip. What page am I? I'm on 10. Which was nice. Of course, we didn't really do anything sexual, of course. I'm still waiting until marriage. But I had never dated anybody who was not a Christian before, so that was new to me. I didn't really know about that. That got loud. I love this song, but like that got loud. Anyway. Yeah, so I didn't really know much about that. And it felt, it was one of those college things where you wanted to kind of experiment or explore more, sort of. But that's probably not the best way to go about it. I wouldn't recommend it. Values are completely different from a Japanese non-Christian who doesn't really care about religion compared to a Christian who deeply cares about religion. That being said, while I was here in Japan, she bought me a yukata, which is in America right now, because I took it back home, and I forgot to bring it with me whenever I came to Japan. Oopsies. Which is fine. It's a memento of an ex-girlfriend, so I don't really care all that much. But she bought me a yukata, and she took me to a festival that was in her hometown, which was really, really cool. It was very, very much like an anime, Oh yeah, so technically we're on page...
The music still seems a bit loud to me. It's like you're not turning it down on my end. Thinking face.
Maybe 5%? That's just a loud song, I think.
Oop, the song ended.
Weird. Anyway, don't date non-Christians. That's what I learned from that. She was much more interested in one. I don't think she actually liked me romantically as much. She just kind of wanted to date for the sake of dating.
Yeah, probably just a loud song.
Oh, that's white. Why is that white? Oh, it's on eraser. She wanted to date me for the sake of dating. I think it was a natsukoi, which is a summer love, not really a committed thing. It was the first time I dated someone without the intent to marry her. And yeah. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, so we did go to a festival. It was very anime-esque. We were both wearing, she was wearing a kimono, I was wearing a yukata. And they had a bunch of Japanese snacks, you know, like takoyaki. And they had yakisoba. And they had, you know, the candied apples and different things. And it was basically what you think of when you think of an anime date that you see in love comedies and stuff. I think Nisekoi even had. Yeah, Nisekoi, literally one of the biggest things in Nisekoi was whenever they went on an anime date. And on an anime, it's not really a date, but it's like basically a date where all the people go together to a festival, right? And then you see, is it Nisekoi that they did that? No, that was in Bokuben. I'm getting my series mixed up. It might have been Bokutachi wa Benkou ga Dekinai that did that. It may have been Nisekoi. I think I remember, yeah, because... Okay, hold on, I gotta look it up now. That's bothering you. I think it may be both. I think they're in both, you know, the festival date. Because I remember Raku being able to shoot for Tsugumi, right? He was able to do the little mini games to shoot the little prizes, right? Which is another game that was there. Yeah. So they did do that. But what
Nisekoi did do that.
I don't remember which one was the one where they had that little thing where if you're holding the hand of someone during the fireworks thing. I think that was We Never Learn. I think that was Bokuben. That had the
Yeah, the
thing.
fish grabbing game.
Yeah, fish grabbing game. They had that too. I didn't want to
With
do that
the rice paper.
Yeah, they had that. I played it, but I didn't want to keep the goldfish because I couldn't take them back to America, and I didn't have the means to take care of them while I was in Japan. So yeah, so they have a lot of that stuff. It was basically the kind of date that you would think, oh, this is literally just an anime date, and it was lovely. It was nice. I really liked it. I would highly recommend, if you're ever in Japan, to go to a festival. Not necessarily to, you know, some festivals are religious, some festivals are traditional, based on like holidays and stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say go to the religious ones, because they do certain dances that are like supposed to bring good harvests or whatever. I don't believe in that. That being said, it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things I'd have to look more into, because I think Paul in his writings talked about it. About
Yeah, sounds fun.
Yeah, about what's good and bad, regarding different religious beliefs. How like it was wrong for, I think, certain people to eat food that was sacrificed to idols, you know, or certain things. I don't know. I have to look more into it before I'm like, you know, going to specific festivals. There's also the shrines, right? That I did go with her to a shrine and she prayed, but I didn't. I just stayed outside because, you know, I was in the shrine, but I didn't see it as like a holy thing. It's just another building. And she did the whole traditional clap, clap, bow your head, clap, clap, and then ring the bell, you know, or whatever. I didn't do that. Obviously, I just kind of stayed to the side, let them do their thing. But even for Japanese, they're more traditional doing that rather than it's more based off of tradition. They don't even believe it half the time. So here we go. Okay, I'm gonna have her speak to Voss again, so there's gonna be 2 panels. But yeah, interestingly, at the time there was a movie out called Tenki no Ko, which is Weathering with You in America. And we went to see that movie together. And it was really good, and we really liked it. But we went to Disney Sea, and it started raining, right? And this is really interesting. It was one of the few miracles that I've seen. And she asked me, "Hey Josh, you know, you're religious, right?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm not Shinto or anything. I don't believe in that." And she was like, "Yeah, it'd be nice if there was a way to get the rain to go away." And I was like, "Well, I can try praying and you know, seeing if God will give me a miracle. No guarantees though." And so I prayed to God that the rain would stop, and the rain stopped. And we had a good Disney Sea date, which was fun. It was actually scheduled that day to rain the entire day, but because it had rained that morning, and I want to look at, because it had rained that morning, there was no one there, right? So we got to skip all the lines because no one was really there.
Whoa. That was pretty cool.
Yep. Have I not updated this? It's not. I need to update this. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. I guess I did update it. Huh. Anyway, so that happened. But no, I really liked her. I thought she was really cute. But she actually didn't really like me. She just wanted someone to be there. And I just happened to be a guy who she knew, who she was good friends with, because we hung out all the time with two of our other friends. But she liked the other guy who was my other friend, right, at the time.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing? We were just talking about my past romance with Japanese people. Japanese person. I haven't dated since then, actually. So, you know, that's interesting. While I'm drawing, I'm going to be drawing Vasa, basically what he's doing here, discussing with Hana, but I'm going to have him crossing his arms, so just a little different. It's been a minute since I've drawn, so I might be a little rusty. I wonder if
Welcome, Yelvi.
write in Russian. Yes, welcome to my stream. This is a manga stream, so I'm basically doing the rough drafts for a manga. which is pretty cool. It'll be much more in-depth. Much more in-depth whenever I'm finished with it. But yeah, please enjoy my tales of Japan and different things as I am here. I was talking about my ex-Japanese girlfriend who I met during my time in college. I guess I could just draw his hair like that.
Maybe you can use a Russian-esque font.
I was thinking that, or maybe I could just translate it in Russian using Google Translate. Wasn't really sure what to do there.
To make it implied he's speaking Russian.
Yeah. I could confuse the translators of the manga. It reminds me of, like, in Zelda, there's this great windfish that you in Wind Waker. There's a windfish thing that speaks Hylian, and the same thing with the dragon in Dragon Roost Island. I forgot his name. I think it might be Volvagia, but I think that's Ocarina of Time. What am I drawing? Yeah. So he's going to be speaking Russian. He's a Russian detective living in Soviet Russian occupied Japan. Very interesting alternate history. But yes, feel free to comment or chat with us. All of your comments are, have a text to speech. So yep. I guess we can use Google Translate, or maybe AI would be better. I don't know. We can use ChatGPT. But I try not to spend too much time on the roughs, because if I do, this would never get done. But yes, so yeah, I went to a festival. I went to a Japanese festival with her. I really like.
Maybe use ChatGPT for translations.
Yeah, I think that would be better. Google Translate tends to be inaccurate. But there's also DeepL Translate, which is quite a bit better. And I think it uses AI as well.
Lol, I typed that earlier, but I think YouTube blocked the comment tears of joy.
Oh, really? Dang. I think YouTube's trying to dissuade AI stuff. It's gotten really controversial. Sorry if I'm causing epilepsies by jumping in and out. My apologies.
ChatGPT eyes.
Yeah, maybe it's a single word. That's weird that it blocks it. Maybe they don't allow acronyms? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, it was basically just like an anime.
Oh, it's
date.
sent. Interesting.
I felt like I was in an anime. So yeah, it did send. That is weird, huh? That's weird. That's really weird that it does it sometimes and not the other times.
hard to draw even these like little eyes. These little yeah. It was like an anime date. And it felt like I was in an anime. So I really enjoyed the experience of dating a Japanese person. Though I would say it would probably have been better if she was a Christian.
Lol, any other anime trope you've experienced firsthand?
Let's see. I don't think I've experienced the toast in the mouth while running to school anime trope. I haven't met a person like that. I haven't met a tsundere outside of Americans who typically have difficulty expressing themselves anyway. Let me think. I've been to a hot spring when I went to Osaka. Pretty cool. Though they were separated by floors for the men's and women's baths, so you didn't have people trying to sneak a peek at the women's bath. They didn't have that, so none of the pervy stuff there. I actually really enjoyed that trip when I went to Osaka. Did I tell you about that? Pretty sure I did. That was fun. Yeah, onsen are really nice. Japanese people love their baths. I always have a good time there when I go to one. It's just awkward being naked in front of other people. I don't think it's a bad thing because there's nothing like sexual going on there. You're not like trying to impress them or anything. But it is a bit awkward for foreigners generally, and sometimes offensive because if you have tattoos,
you sure did.
If you have tattoos or anything, it can, they can kick you out for that. And the reason is because the Yakuza have tattoos, and they've become more accepting of tattoos over time. But because Tokyo and everything has a lot of foreigners, and foreigners tend to complain about things and say, "Oh, this is discrimination." And it's just like, no, I mean, it is, but it's based on precedent. Yakuza have tattoos, so they don't like tattoos in Japan. Makes sense, right? I love these little like sketch drawings of these characters. They're like under detail. I'm putting way too much work into them because they're just adorable and I love them. It's like a Kirby version of them. I shouldn't be so thorough, but it's just cute. It's just cute. Wind Waker has a great soundtrack. One thing about the GameCube is it's always like summery for some reason. You have Wind Waker, which is straight up an island beach sort of game where you're always on the ocean. You have Mario Sunshine, which is also, again, you're splashing water everywhere. I think they wanted to show water physics or something, which is why
IKR, they're so
water.
cute.
Yeah, I love these guys. But yeah, for some reason Nintendo went all out with the water theme. Maybe they're just feeling the summer breeze or something, I don't know. Bowler hat. Oh, bowler hat. Oh, bowler hat. There we go. But yeah, so I might just play Wind Waker music because I'm feeling the summer vibe too right now. What's the pose that she had? Okay, she had her hands on her hips.
Water looks so impressive when it's animated well.
Yeah, That's why Moana was such a big deal when it first came out. Before, when they had like The Incredibles, for example, the first movie, whenever they get out of the water, there's something a bit off about it. The water looks fine, but like wet people didn't. They kind of changed that with Tangled. Like they focused quite a bit on like the water, but even then it was still a little off. Whenever they got out of the water, it wasn't. They didn't do it very well. I mean, they did it very well for the time, but like, it was. It had room for improvement, and then Moana is what really took the they're, the water, that looks accurate, and they made it a character too, which is really cool. But actually, Moana was originally supposed to be a 2D animated film, but you didn't know that. I think Cassinger wanted it to be 3D, or someone in the head department was like, no, we're making it 3D instead. But it was originally supposed to be like the second, attempt to do something similar to The Princess and the Frog. The second 2D animation that they promised to do, but they decided to change that.
Yeah, but Disney can't really do 2D anymore like they used to.
Yep, which is frustrating. Because they blamed the medium instead of the stories and the this is not a this body is wonky. They blamed the medium instead of like the stories, right? They assumed, Home on the Range, one of our last 2D animated movies, did poorly due to it being a 2D movie, not because the movie sucked, right? They didn't think about the story or anything was the issue. They thought it was the 2D aspect of it, and they were like, okay, let's do Chicken Little. And honestly, I think Chicken Little is very underrated. I have fond memories of Chicken Little. Lots of people bash on it though, but I thought it was a good movie. Her arms look like... Sorry, I'm getting OCD over this little character. If I'm gonna just do this, I might as well just copy and paste it, and make it slightly different. So, since I'm putting so much effort into the body. But yeah, Chicken Little. I'm gonna hold on. I think Chicken Little was a great. Oh, this is deleted due to copyright. Let's do Wind Waker. Wind Waker. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. I want the actual songs. Sure, full soundtrack. No, I don't want the battle themes and stuff. Zelda and jazz. Okay, this will work. Okay, they're all still covers. Yeah, can't they just play the original music?
Yeah, I've seen Home on the Range and Chicken Little.
Yeah, Chicken Little was funny. I actually really liked it.
the references didn't age too well, but hold on. Relaxing Wind Waker music. You gotta write it like it, you know. Oh, this is a thing. Oh, there we go. That'll work. This is yeah. This is the actual music, I think. Yeah. They put a mini boss thing in there. Whatever.
Oh, did you see Wish?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen Wish. I heard it was meh. I heard it was alright, based off of the people who have seen it. But music too loud? Is that good? I think it looks good on the thing. I might lower the volume by a percentage point. Yeah. Anyway, I heard Wish was okay. It was kind of, you know, typical Disney villain being confusing for no reason. Why is he the bad guy, right? It's like, but just like in Frozen, I guess, it's kind of like a twist villain, but you kind of expected it. Oh, really?
Yeah, it was, but like they tried a 2D-ish thing there.
I did not know that.
Watercolor kind of style.
Oh. Well, I will say I tend to like the animator's direction much more actually than the writer's direction of things. Let me in modern day Disney. Let me go to chat.openai.com. Actually, should I use ChatGPT or should I use DeepL to translate this? And the story writing, this one. How did the kidnappers know Hiyoshi would be in the town at that specific time? Guess I can try with ChatGPT. Don't know to the accuracy of it, but should be alright. That'll work. Yeah. I guess if we go to Google Translate. That's not Japanese, that's Russian. You are Russian. How to get rid of. Yep, that's a good translation. DeepL. Yep, that's a good translation. Alright, looks like ChatGPT did as good. Let's add it. Hopefully I can add it. I don't know if the fonts that I have can use that. Doesn't look like it does. Let's see if there's another. It's not that bad. I think. Doesn't look exactly the same, but it should be okay, I guess.
I'd include things like make the speaker a male or make Hiyoshi a male.
Oh, yeah.
In case certain words change depend on gender in language sometimes.
Smart. Would there be a difference in speech if the speaker or Hiyoshi were both male? There would be no significant difference in speech based on gender. It would stay the same. Okay, cool. Good to know. Blue. Let's see. Very cool. Let me see if there's another font I could use. Is that where? Whoa, that like completely changes it when it's regular versus italic. This one? And this one. That just looks fancy. Yeah. Trying to find a big condensed. The home. No. Yeah, I can spend hours just trying to find the right font. The right fonts. Make this bold. Yeah, it doesn't change it. Which is unfortunate, because it's a good way to procrastinate. Where was that condensed? This one? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that should be fine. Cool. It's a bit smaller than the other ones. Let me also... There we go. Okay, a little too much. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That's good. Yeah. Now merge these vector layers. And I'll just yoink. Oh, circle. Ah, my tablet moved when I was drawing. What was I talking about? Nintendo really went with the summery vibe with their GameCube games for some reason. Oh, we were talking about anime tropes that I've experienced. I don't know. It's kind of hard to... I've had many girls like me at the same time. That's happened before. Had my own little harem, technically. I ended up dating none of them, but it wasn't really a harem. I saw them all as sisters rather than as like potential dating partners, even though they all liked me. They didn't all like me. I was clarinet. I played clarinet in high school, and the majority of the people who play clarinet are women or girls. I guess high school.
Lol,
girls.
really tears of joy.
And I was first chair, and I was the only guy. I was first chair clarinet, meaning I was the best one, and I was the only guy who played clarinet. Well, one of the only guys. There was maybe 2 or 3 more, but I think there was a year where I was actually just the only guy. They would usually, if they were a guy, they would go to bass clarinet or something. And people recommended that I do that. I was like, nah, I don't want to carry that big thing.
Ha ha, a harem anime where none of the girls get the guy in the end.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
yeah. They were either younger than me, and you know, I'd feel weird because of the power imbalance there. So like, I had like being first chair, I had more responsibilities than the other people, and I had to teach them how to march and different things. Because it was for our marching band. And so it felt weird to me to be like over them while also wanting to date them or whatever, which I didn't. But I did know that they liked me. I just kept it a secret that I knew. So I let them like me from the sidelines. And not all of the girls liked me. There was like, I think, I always describe it as I was like first chair clarinet out of like 40 girls, but that's a hyperbole. There was more like, probably a maximum maybe of 25, 26 girls there. But I didn't know all of them. I know that not all of them liked me, because obviously there was some with boyfriends and stuff. But I did know quite a few liked me, like a good amount. And there was even like a fake list of the people Josh likes list that went around the school that caused a bit of drama.
Oh, so you weren't the oblivious.
No, I wasn't oblivious. I knew who liked me. But yeah, I tried dating one at one point, and she was pretty crazy actually. To be honest. She was really, really sexual. She wanted to like make out in front of like friends and stuff, which is just, I did not want to do that, and I felt really uncomfortable with her. And me being a teenager, and also a person who had that power dynamic, I was like, I don't like this, you know. And I felt really uncomfortable. She was one of the first people I tried dating. But I ended up breaking up with her over text, which is something that I haven't intentionally done since. One girl that I actually did really like, who was not a part of the band. Actually, of the people in the band, I only dated 2, really. And one wasn't even clarinet player. So, do with that as you will. But yeah, the girl was, I think, bi. Not the one that I actually liked, the clarinet one. Or something, or bi-curious or something. I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way. and how she was like hypersexual and wanting to make out every time that we were around each other or whatever. And there was like not a time and place for it. And so I broke up with her and she quit band. So, and that was my sophomore year. Yeah. My freshman year, I was dating someone who my sister was really close friends with. She was in the pit. She was a percussion player. And yeah, she was cool, you know, but we didn't really see each other very often. We didn't really call each other very often. We didn't really do a lot of things together very often. And eventually she was just like, hey Josh, I think it'd be best if we just, broke up. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Maybe she wanted me to stop her from that, but maybe she wanted me to like be like, no, I don't want to, or hey, we can work it out. But I was just like, no, okay, it's all right. So that was interesting. I started making Nisekoi, I think, my junior year. Either that or my senior year. I don't really remember. Whoops.
Lol. Understandable.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, okay. Have a nice day. Okay, so I'm going to keep her body, going to redraw her head. Yoink. But yeah. She liked me a lot more whenever we were in middle school, I think. Because my sister, she would have her over. And I would hang out with them during that. While they were hanging out, I would come into their room, or my sister's room, and just hang out with them, and they would be okay with it. My sister was really excited when we started dating, but we dated for like the summer, and then.
Do you get over breakups easily though, or does it depend on the circumstances?
It depends on the circumstances. I would say generally no. If it was a bad breakup especially, I'm not good with it. But if it's a person who just, they're really chill about it, they're like, hey, I had a fun time, it was great. I just don't think that, we're gonna work out. I tend to be much more nonchalant about it. With this girl that I'm talking about specifically, though, I think she liked me. But I think she liked me more as someone to like from afar than as a person. How am I drawing her head? To like from afar instead of as a person to actually date, because I was a very boring person dating wise. I don't know. She was like one of my first girlfriends, so it's like I didn't know what to do really. First person I called a girlfriend. I was really nervous because I straight up like asked her if she could, date me. I went through the whole thing of asking her dad and stuff. Which actually I've done more than I haven't asking their fathers if I can date their daughter. Which is more traditional, but it's pretty weird that. It's pretty surprising, I guess, that I did that. It's not weird, but it's not normal. Most people don't do it nowadays. They just start dating. I've done it more than I haven't done it.
All the outward charm melted away?
Yeah. All of the mystery kind of was just like, bye-bye. So,
There, I drew a head. Doesn't have to be perfect, just good enough. Maybe a little bigger. Yeah. But, yeah, when I was dating her, her dad was a baseball coach, so she would often be in the park. So the summers were fun. We would walk in the park while her dad was coaching baseball. We would eat.
Haha, a nicely shaped skull eyes tears of joy.
We would eat, what are those called? Shaved ice together. I think that was probably the best times of our dating, which wasn't very long. Yeah, it was a pretty cutesy sort of love. It wasn't huge. I didn't really like try anything, and I think that bored her. Like I didn't try to like kiss her or anything. The most we did was hold hands. So it wasn't until the crazy one that I actually started kissing girls. But yes, I'm a nervous wreck when it comes to girls. I always have been. When I like a girl, when I told the other girl that I liked her, the one that I dated for a little bit, that was my sister's friend, I was really, really nervous. We were literally just walking from my, I think some sort of thing where we were I think we played basketball or something. We were walking from the driveway, and I just told her, hey, I like you. And, you know, if you're okay with it, would you like to go out? And she was like really excited and was like, yeah, sure, of course, you know. It was much more casual than I, you know, expected it to be. I guess I was really nervous over nothing. But that generally tends to be the case. Oh yes, you were nervous over nothing. What's new, Josh? Alright, I'm gonna look at the character art, because let's see.
Haha.
Yeah, but no, she was nice. She was nice about it. I felt kind of bad, like I didn't really treat her right. I felt like I neglected her. By not after school started, I kind of just didn't really hang out with her, didn't really talk with her all that much, you know, because like she wasn't my top priority at the time, which is probably why I bored her. I think she probably wanted more attention and was probably really sad about me not talking to her, you know. So she ended it with me, and I was like, yeah, it's fine, which probably was the worst response to give. You know, just being nonchalant about it, just being like, yeah, that's cool. That probably made her upset, honestly. So future Josh is apologizing for younger Josh's kind of silliness.
Yeah, makes sense. Truey.
But to be honest, it was one of those things that was like, she went up to me during band, you know, like she didn't do it privately. It was in front of everybody, and she was just like, hey Josh, I think we should break up. And I was like, yeah, okay. And everyone saw that, and they're like, are you okay, Josh? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. It was kind of strange that she did it like that, but I don't know. We were able to. She didn't quit band or anything, so we were able to still be friends-ish whenever I saw her. I say ish because I didn't really hang out with her all that much after that. It was just kind of like I would occasionally see her and be like, oh, hey, how you doing? You know.
Oh, cold sweat smile.
So, anyway, that was my first girlfriend. and I was in school. I feel like I need to make her head even bigger. I don't know. Second girlfriend was the crazy one who I broke up over text. First time I did that. Not the last time, surprisingly. Probably shouldn't have done that. The third girlfriend, who I actually was the first one that I really had strong feelings for, she didn't do anything wrong. I was just being in my head the entire time and was basically going crazy. This is my senior year of high school. And something I regret, but it is what it is. I really liked her. Went on a really nice date with her. And she messaged like, what were you thinking in the car while we were driving back? And I was like, bro, I have no clue. It's like 4 in the morning. I have a tennis match tomorrow. It wasn't really that late. It was like 11-ish, 11 or 12. And then I just sent her a very long message that could be perceived as like, you know, I don't know how I really feel right now. It's kind of like, I'm not really sure. I tried to be all philosophical about it and really stupid. I didn't know what I was thinking. And it seemed pretty negative because I felt like I didn't really deserve her. And also she was the type of person who was dating multiple people at once. So like that frustrated me. And I kind of vented my feelings about that through the text, which was not great. That being said, even though she was dating another person at the time, she was dating 2 people at once. And she was open and honest about it. And I liked her enough to be like, yeah, sure, that's fine, whatever, I don't care. But I did care. And I learned from that not to date people who date
I
other
see.
people. Yeah. So. But it was kind of like a competition. And I hated feeling like other guys were, or another guy was dating her at the same time. Really bugged me. I was really frustrated about it. I kind of vented. I didn't know why I was frustrated. And I realized later that it was because she was dating multiple people. And I was just jealous. So I kind of vented in a way that really hurt her. She was open and honest about it. So it's my own fault, right? For just straight up telling her.
Yeah, not to let certain things like that slide just cause you like that person that much.
Yeah, it kind of taught me to like learn more about boundaries and stuff. She wasn't cheating because she told me, hey, if you're gonna date me, just know that, you know, in my family, dating multiple people, like dating isn't the same as like marriage. If you're married to a person, you're married to one person, but you can date many people at once. So if you want to date somebody while you're also dating me, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, I guess. We don't really think like that, but we date to marry. So we choose one person. And I was like, okay, that's fine, I guess. That makes sense. But yeah, I was actually much more jealous than I thought. And it took me a while to realize that even. And funnily enough, she seemed interested to start dating me again when I was in college. After I had broken up with her through that rant text accidentally. I basically said something that really hurt her. And to punish myself, I said I'm just not gonna message you for, you know, a month, you know. I think that was really bad of me. And I understand if you want nothing to do with me. So that was a weird sort of thing. I don't know why I said that. Because I really did like her a lot. And maybe I should have her do the eyebrow thing too. So be careful what you say. Be careful
Oh
what you
no,
say,
skeptical smiley face.
Yeah. But she was also dating another person at that time too, and I had learned my lesson. I just straight up, didn't. I could tell that she was trying to be like, flirty again. Not really flirty, but like, hey, I'm still interested in dating you, sort of vibe. And even one of the friends' dad asked me if I still liked her and showed me pictures of us during we went to a what's it called? It's a church event for special. It was a prom night. It was a special needs prom night that we volunteered for, and we did for people with disabilities. We did a prom. We made it feel like a prom, and me and her were a part of that. And her friend's dad was a chaperone there, and took pictures and stuff. So he was asking me if I, during another thing, when I saw him, if I still liked her. She was in the room, so I felt really uncomfortable and weird about it, that he was like showing me pictures of me and her together and being like, hey, do you have any feelings regarding this or anything? And I was like, I mean, no, not really. I can't really. I obviously like kind of lied through my teeth. I was like, yeah, I feel really bad about this. I really want to date her, but there was nothing I could do, because that's a boundary that I've found out about her dating other people, that I was just like, I can't really stand that. And I don't want to break up relationships, so I don't like that. So her friend's dad was showing me that, and while she was in the room, because we had the same Bible study, we just happened to have the same Bible study that day. Her friend's sister had invited me to the Bible study, and she just happened to be there. With me, and Caleb was also there, actually. And I think my brother was there too. So anyway, she happened to be there, and the person she was dating at the time, who is now her husband, was also there. And I just felt, I just felt uncomfortable about it. So I was like, even though I wanted to date her, I just said no to him, and I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to. I don't really have any feelings there, even though I do. I just didn't want to be involved with that again. I didn't want to be jealous again. So that was someone I actually cared about, who honestly is a genuinely good person. She's just got a different, dating sort of life that I couldn't stand. Yeah, and I think she was actually much more intimate with me than the other guy that she was dating at the time. I'm pretty sure she was not kissing the other guy. So I think she liked me too. But it's just the style of dating at the time. So, yep, that's that. Now she's married and has a kid. So congrats to her. It's awesome. It makes me feel a little weird because, I also want kids. But I'm not married, so I live in Japan now. Funnily enough, her friend, I went on a date with her friend, actually. And I told her, hey, I don't think this is going to work out because I'm going to be moving to Japan soon.
Yup.
And I ended up not moving to Japan for another 4 years. So she was mad about that. Whoops. How was I supposed to know? One, I wasn't able to move to Japan immediately. I didn't know the visa stuff. I expected myself to be able to, but I just didn't know. And two, that COVID would happen. How was I supposed to know? I wouldn't.
I didn't know
Oh
that.
no, tears of joy.
Yeah, so now her friend doesn't like me too much romantically, I don't think. But she also has a boyfriend now, so it's not that big of a deal. I gave her, it was during Valentine's Day, and to make up for me not, like, committing to dating her, I got her, like, a huge plushie. So I hope that made up for it, but I did feel a little awkward. Yeah, whoops, sorry. Yeah, didn't mean to be wrong about that. My bad. It happens. Okay, so I'm gonna actually make them a bit smaller so that way the text fits. I'm gonna actually merge these. And yeah, after that, I dated a girl in college. Actually, before that, before I went on a date with her friend, I dated a different girl in college, in community college that I was in. And she was a pastor's daughter. She ended up just straight up lying to me about liking me. Maybe she pitied me. I don't know. I was... Sorry. She made things really uncomfortable. We went to the same church, and after we broke up, she had said something about her friend that I didn't like. That her friend was really quick to dating someone else after she had just broken up with somebody. And then, like, 2 weeks after she said that, she started dating someone else. And that made me mad. I was like, that's stupid. Why would you talk badly about your friend and then do the same exact thing? And then she basically had the entire church ostracize me for that. And yeah, it made me very uncomfortable. And all of the youth group, college kids who went there, all the people who I had gone on trips with and, you know, felt like we were friends, just started to ignore me while I was there. Completely not interact with me. When I tried talking to them, they would either say, dude, I can't talk to you. Or they would just not respond.
WOWW.
Yeah. So that was not fun. And because of that, it made me not want to go to a church for a while. So it wasn't until I went to Japan that I actually started going to church again. Well, that's not true. I went to my friend Ben's church. His dad is a pastor. So about like a year before I went to Japan, I started going to church again. But like that, it took like 3 or 4 years before I actually went to a church again after that. So that was frustrating. That made me mad. They said I was being too legalistic because I judged her on her. Hey, you finished page 10. I was judging her for something, but it just made me mad. It really frustrated me that she said that about her friend and then did the exact same thing with me. So, but yeah, that happened. And so I stopped going to that church. Basically, just had Bible study at home with my parents, and I haven't dated a Christian since, actually. So, well, I went on dates with Christians, but I haven't dated a Christian. I haven't been a boyfriend and girlfriend with one since. So I went on a date with that girl on Valentine's Day, and I gave her a big plushie, and then I told her that I won't be able to. So that was shortly after the whole church thing. So I also felt really bad about girls in general because like she just made me so mad.
I didn't feel like I was in a right place to date one. To date a girl. I would date anything else. I didn't feel like I was in the right place to date, because I just didn't have a good mental state because of the betrayal. Yeah, so the girl I went on a date with, the friend of the girl that I really liked a while ago, she was sweet. She has a beautiful voice. She's a great singer. And honestly, you know, if I saw her again, I would be okay with dating her again. But like, you know, she has a boyfriend, I'm pretty sure right now. And so that's weird to say, but it's weird for me to say I'd be okay with dating her, but it's true. And plus I'm not saying her name outright anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I felt like I wasn't in a good mental state to date, for one, and two, I wanted to move to Japan so badly after that. I did not want to live in America anymore. Politics were ramping up. There's a lot of garbage going on. I became very bitter towards women after that. Just generally, which is not good. It's never good to judge people based on what another person has done, right? So, yeah. If you ever break up with a guy, don't blame all men, right? Most people are not as bad as the one guy that you dated. I learned that. It took a minute, but because there was another girl who was dating a guy, this is a whole nother thing. There was another girl who was dating a guy who told me that she liked me while she was dating that guy. This happened after. So this was like right before I moved to Japan. There was another girl who was dating a guy. I'm going to update the site. That's what I'm doing. I need to save this as a PNG. Who told me she liked me while she was dating the guy. And, you know, I didn't know she was dating the guy. And she had guessed that I had liked her, which was true. But then she would immediately start complaining about her boyfriend to me, and I was like, okay, then just break up with him, right? Because like there's a bunch of garbage going on with you and your boyfriend. And she was like, oh, but I can't do that. And then eventually she just like told me she liked me, and I was like, why are you telling me this? You have a boyfriend. That's crazy. Just break up with him. You know, if you really like me, just break up with him. That's fine, and you can date me. And she was like, oh, well, I can't do that. And then she moved to Japan because she had a whole interest in that. And she cheated on her boyfriend with some other dude. And, you know, she basically used me as a study buddy to study Japanese with and learn Japanese with, because she didn't want to pay for a tutor, I guess. I don't know. But no, she was a really bad person, and I can't even believe it. I'm mad at myself for liking that girl. She's crazy. But yeah, she moved to Japan. So she's still here, by the way. She blocked me on all of the social medias and stuff, because okay, so that's a whole drama thing too. So she cheated on her boyfriend. I told her that was wrong. She blamed her boyfriend for her cheating on him, which just made me mad. She was saying that
yeah, FR.
Yeah. She was saying that he was neglecting her, and which is why she cheated on him. It's like, well, you can't blame me. And I was like, yeah, I can. That was wrong of you. You shouldn't be kissing other dudes or whatever you did, you know, because obviously she wasn't as open about her cheating life than what she actually did. I don't know. She may have had sex with a guy. I don't even know. She said she was a virgin too, which is I don't believe for a second now, right? No, she's just a crazy Crazy girl. So, anyway. Cool thing about God is he can save even her. Did I save this as a PNG? Luckily, I learned before that one bad experience with a girl doesn't mean all girls are bad, right? But that girl, man, that really made me feel like, wow, that other girl who like ostracized me from the church is nothing compared to that person.
Yeah, God loves
crazy.
everyone.
She was crazy. What am I doing? I'm looking for viable. Be desktop. Okay. Okay. So I saved it as a Krita file. I haven't saved it as a PNG yet. Okay. By the way, you may have noticed this, but here it says .krita and it has a little tilde there. That just means it's an autosave file. So that's how they autosave. I just ignore it. I usually delete them whenever I'm done with them. I could go ahead and do that. I don't know. Anyway, that's probably the craziest girl I've ever liked. We didn't date at all. She told me she liked me. She didn't. She just wanted my attention and Japanese studying skills. She was a nervous wreck for obvious reason. Because she's a lying, cheating person. I have much more coarse words I want to say about her, but yeah, there's still some frustration there, if you couldn't tell. She's just a crazy person, made my blood boil, and now I want nothing to do with her. But she blocked me on all of the social media stuff because so this is a mistake that I did. She had this is wrong of me. I'm just gonna admit it. She had an anonymous message sending thing, and
Ye are cold face chill.
she had an anonymous message sending thing on her Instagram, and so people can tell her how much they love her or whatever, and how much they want her to have an OnlyFans or whatever. She's so vain. But yeah, no, I just started talking about being completely mean about it to her, saying stuff about cheating on your boyfriend and stuff. That really made me mad. Yeah, that was wrong of me. Don't vent your frustrations to an anonymous thing that she will see. It's not good. Not a good thing. She was also bi, by the way. That's another thing. I don't know why, but crazy girls tend to be bi. Anyway. I need to stop finding certain girls attractive. She told me she was bi after she had cheated with her boyfriend, so I didn't even know about that until then. But yeah, no, she was crazy. There's a lot of things that made me mad. She'd been lying to me the entire time about a lot of stuff. So, and then she yeah. Anyway, she's in Japan now, but I never see her, so that's great. It's a cool thing about Japan. You don't have to worry about seeing people because there's so many people here. Sometimes you do. For example, there was a coworker that takes Japanese lessons in near my apartment. Not near my apartment, like 2 stops away from my apartment. And he... Let me think. He is...
Yeah, lying, cheating, being generally crazy. Kinda hard things to get past.
Yeah. It doesn't excuse my behavior of sending very judgmental and truthful but judgmental messages to her anonymously. But what am I looking for? This. Duplicate. Yeah. And then replace image. But yeah, she was wild. But yeah, for example, my coworker, he was 2 stops away from me.
Yeah, you learned your lesson.
And we saw each other on the way back. I was going towards the station. He was coming back from his lesson, so we passed each other and we're like, oh hey, you know, so that was pretty cool. So it is kind of a small world, but luckily I just never saw that girl again. So she's probably off in some club somewhere, you know, partying it up, but Lord willing, she gets saved, and I would genuinely prefer that than, but what she did genuinely makes me think people are, there's evil in the world, you know? It's like the way you treat others, the way you treat their feelings as if they're the selfishness of people. It's like, I'm the same though, you know, I'm a selfish, you know, person. I haven't cheated on people, but I am generally selfish, and it's only through Christ that I can forgive such things. So I gave it to God. Thinking about it, it makes me mad because it's just genuinely bad, and I hate bad things. But I don't think about it constantly anymore. I've chilled out about it. I used to be so mad at her. That was like one of the things that I would just be like, you mention her name, I'd get upset. But nah, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, but you never know why she ended up like that. Not that it excuses it.
True. Yeah. She yeah, I don't really want people to be that way, you know? But yeah, she does have her circumstances. Blaming the victim, that's what really made me mad. She blamed her boyfriend for her cheating. It's like, that's crazy. But yeah. Anyway. I'm gonna publish that. But God can save anyone. And it's not God's will that anyone should perish. So. I like how she like scrolls up the
Pineapple on pizza, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Ooh. I'm a pizza delivery guy, so, or I was in America. So I would eat whatever was given to me, and that included like pineapple on pizza. For the meme, I would say it's sacrilege, but genuinely,
Your favorite fruit is apple,
right.
but mine is pineapple.
You know, I don't mind people mixing things that quote unquote shouldn't be mixed. If you don't get upset at me for eating cheese on a banana, then I won't get upset at you for eating pineapple on pizza. How's that sound?
Gasp tears of joy.
Yeah. Okay.
But at least you'd eat it, so you get a pass.
I actually don't eat a lot of pizza nowadays. Ever since coming to Japan, I whenever people ask, hey, you want to go get some pizza? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I had enough.
Cheese and banana. Why?
Why? Because it's a delicious, healthy snack. That's why. No, I learned it from Mr. Rogers. So when I was growing up as a kid, there was an episode of Mr. Rogers that came on, and he suggested eating a banana with cheese. And it's not that bad. I actually like it. I liked it growing up, and I like it now. So I don't do it often. I do it as like a parlor trick, you know, like, hey, you want to see something weird, you know, sort of thing.
I'd try ITTT.
Yeah, it's like American cheese in a banana. You just wrap it around and then eat it like a hot dog, but instead of the bun, it's cheese. So yeah, it's all right. It's pretty good.
But first glances, I'd say no.
Let me see if there is a Mr. Rogers, because I'm pretty positive I saw that Mr. Rogers. Banana with cheese. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, what a treat.
Banana
I'm having
wrapped in
today
cheese, loudly crying tears
to
of
open
joy.
the box and see what's inside. A piece of cheese. A banana. Oh, wait a minute here. Here's a note. Wrap cheese around peeled banana and eat right away. Yours for treats, CB. CB stands for Chef Rocket. Well, wrap cheese around peeled banana. Well, we must peel the banana first. Sounds like a good idea. Cheese and banana. Oh, here's a little corner I'll eat right by itself. Wrap the cheese around the banana and eat right away. That's very good.
Yep.
Did you ever have anything like that?
Yeah, I have. Because of you, Mr. Rogers.
Glad I could read that. I remember all the time I had to practice before I learned how to read. But I stuck to it, just like I kept practicing the piano. Now I can do both. I'll take the rest of this with me.
Banana.
So yes, eating a banana with cheese. That is something that I do sometimes because of that episode.
Hey Gus, clip hand waving.
Hello, Gus Clip. How are you? It's good to see you. I just finished page 10. We're gonna get started on page 11. I think I have 30 minutes left. No, yeah, I do. I have about 40-ish minutes left. So let's get started on page 11. New page. Banana.
Lol, this conversation. I have deemed it short worthy.
Yes, please make it short. I shall enjoy it. Okay, what else? I need to figure out what to do for the next page. That is a funny conversation. Bananas with cheese. Yeah,
You've heard of pineapple on pizza, but have you tried cheese on banana loudly crying? Cool, I finished the storyboard of my series.
Awesome. I've been absent from drawing for 3 weeks now. I've been sick, and I've been having a horrible sleep schedule on the week that I wasn't sick. So I've been up and at 'em this morning, running on like maybe four 4-ish hours of sleep. Trying to get my sleeping schedule back on track. Best way to do that is literally to neglect sleep, and you'll be so tired at night that you just go to bed early, and you can consistently do it. It's not a great way of doing it, but it is a way of doing it. Luckily, I have weekends to dream. A weekend to sleep in, you know. Okay, got some more milk tea. And let's see what we gotta write. So, Mr. Yao, and unsure of how to answer the question. We're not sure ourselves. Hana turns to Vasa and they start speaking in Russian. Okay. How am I supposed to differentiate the Russian from the Japanese, I guess?
You have weekends to dream.
I dreamed a dream of times gone by. Yes. I have weekends to sleep in, yeah. Anyway, we had a long conversation about my ex-girlfriends. That was fun. Oh, all to like go full circle. My Japanese ex-girlfriend. Yeah, so she was invited to hang out with another friend who I knew during the time. Recently. So one of my friends told me that. Okay, so I said happy birthday to the friend that was hard. I have a friend that I hang out with. His name is Zach. You know, I just know him. So Zach, and then there's the Japanese ex-girlfriend, and then there's a Japanese friend. So those are 3 people. These 2 are the 2 that I hung out with the most whenever I was in Japan during the study abroad trip. I mostly hung out with my ex-girlfriend, but this other girl was also along for the ride for a lot of the stuff, right? So the Disney Sea trip and the festival, I was just with my ex-girlfriend. But going to Yokohama, for example, I was with both of them. So that's one of the things. My friend Zach told me that this friend had invited him, me, and another guy, and this ex-girlfriend of mine to go hang out in August. And so that's why I brought her up in the first place, because I have no ill feelings towards her, but it was a little awkward, like, immediately after we broke up, because she said she didn't want to see me again, because that's kind of the quote-unquote way in Japan. If you break up with someone, it's bye-bye forever, right? And I was like, what? I wouldn't have dated you if I knew that, right? So she was really hesitant to be my friend afterwards at first. And so I was just really upset about that. I was like, that's frustrating. And I think it's because of this other friend, right, of hers, that she changed her mind. But she eventually messaged me and be like, okay, as long as there's no romantic feelings, we could be friends. And I was like, okay, that's fine, you know? But after that, throughout the 4 years that, you know, after I've dated her, I only messaged her twice, and it was to say happy birthday both times. She has a boyfriend now. So I'm just like, I don't know how she feels about me hanging out with her and her other friend and Zach.
Oh, I see. Didn't know it was like that.
Yeah. So now I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about this. You know, I gotta make sure to add a layer so that way I don't draw on the background. So yeah, so I might be hanging out with her in August. Ish. But I don't know. I might not. I might be able to. I don't know. I think actually I won't be able to, because I'm going to America that same day. Let me check. Yeah, okay. So we're going to be hanging out on the 13th, which the 13th, I have a ticket to America on...
Yeah, hopefully it won't be too awkward.
11th. No, I'll be in America. Yeah. I gotta message Zach and tell him that I'll be in America on the 11th. So I can't go. Okay, that fixes that. So I don't have to worry about that now. So I forgot. And I'll be back. When will I be back? I'll be back the 17th. So the 17th. Will I be back the 17th? I'm supposed to fly out on the 17th, but I won't be back until the 19th.
It'll be a fun summer.
Yeah, I'm going to Florida. I'm gonna relax on the beach. It's gonna be fun. Hanging out with my friends and my brother. Okay, so I'll be back on the 19th, I think. Okay.
Beach episode, but not in Japan, lol.
Yes. That's another thing. Oh my gosh, you're bringing up memories. With the same girl. There was a beach episode with her.
Haha, just don't get crispy. The sun is brutal.
Yes, it's been pretty hot lately. But yeah, we went to a beach in Japan. And the only reason why I remember this is because our friend, who she actually liked, she didn't like me, she liked our friend, he was in America at the time. And so I made a joke on the beach, and I said his name, which is Yol, and I guess I'm okay with saying the names of my male friends, but I don't want to like say the female friends' names because I don't want people to hate them, but... Anyway, she liked Joel, and but I made a joke because he was a close friend, or he is a close friend still. I'd say I just don't interact with him as much. I should say hi to him. Anyway, so I made a joke where I had a stick and I was digging in the dirt, saying Yo doko, right? So where's Joel? It was like, I'm coming, Joel, and I was digging in the dirt, and that was funny. So I remember that. I also remember specifically my ex-girlfriend asking another woman to take a picture of us, of me, her, and our friend that was there. And whenever we were walking away, they were saying, "Oh wow, she had big boobs." They were just saying that, and I was like, I didn't notice, and they were surprised I didn't notice. I was like, how did you not notice? Like, well, I wasn't looking there, so I didn't notice. Yeah, and they were just like, nah, you're lying. You saw the boobs. You're just trying to make us feel better. And I was like, no, I didn't see them. I wasn't looking at her breasts. She was in a swimsuit. That's all I know. I was not looking at them. So, yeah. That's a memory. I did have a beach episode in Japan as well. So that's another stereotypical anime trope that I had in Japan when I was dating that girl.
Lol, open mouth, smile, nice.
So, all right, let's figure out how we're going to draw this.
Lol, I just realized we've been staring at the blank page for the longest time.
I know. I've been procrastinating. Okay. So we're not sure ourselves. Hana turns to Vasa and they start speaking in Russian. So I'm gonna have 3 boxes here. It was on eraser. Gotta make sure not to have it on eraser. Rather it not be on the tippy top. Okay. That's a little too big. Over here.
Gotta make things a bit less daunting for future Josh to continue drawing.
Yes, exactly. When future Josh starts drawing, he's just like, I don't wanna. Wah. He's a little baby. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna have them look at each other. No. They're gonna look at each other here. And they're gonna look towards Vasa. So look to the left, look at each other, and then the dialogue box. We're not sure ourselves. Okay. And this is the assistant and well, where is it? The assistant and the politician. Man, it's crazy how like clean I started getting with my sketches. Like before it was like super rough. If you look how rough this is. This is like crazy rough compared to like, and I just like kept going and I was like, okay, here we go. It's getting cleaner. It's getting cleaner. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. Down here it got super clean all of a sudden. And now it's just like, I just kept it consistently clean from there.
Oh, truey.
So, I guess I want to be more clean. Okay, so should I have him be on
Now it's a really endearing art style.
the right style? Yeah, I think I'll have him on the right side and her on the left. Okay. So, where are you, old man? There he is. Okay. Circle. It reminds me of Kirby. I don't know. I mean, it's still quicker than drawing it in the other art style, but I think it's been taking more time than just, you know, than just roughly sketching it out. Okay. Have you ever noticed that when you're drawing facial expressions that you make the same expressions like at the drawing you do? Like I'm doing like while I'm drawing this. What was I saying? Yeah, so I had the beach episode in Japan, which was pretty fun. They had really good
Maybe it
seafood.
helps you envision it.
Yeah, they do the same thing in like if you go to any sort of animation studio, you'll see animators doing the exact same thing. Because they're trying to not only get the expression right, but and they have mirrors too, typically. They're not only trying to get the expression right, but they're also trying to get the movement of the face right too, whenever they do it. So you'll see them like scrunch and angle. So like, right? So it's more exaggerated. Okay. How do I draw his hair or his balding? I literally just scribble it. Okay. This is cute. I like how I drew him here. She's so sketchy. It's so sketchy. And now it's just cutesy. It changed so much. Anyway. Maybe I should not care as deeply about it. Should I be more sketchy? What do you think? I really like this pushing the CRT table. That makes me happy. Anyway, sorry. I keep looking at my work and I'm like, I did a good job. I like this. Like I said, I'm more of a manga reader than I am an artist, so I typically like reading my own stuff rather than drawing it. Actually, until I draw her hair. Mic working? Mic working? Hello? Okay.
Yeah. I just dropped off for a sec.
No worries, no worries.
I like the smooth style tears of joy, it's cute.
It reminds me of Kirby.
And yeah, def be proud of it, tears of joy. You did all of this, Sparkles.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. That makes me happy. And she's wearing a dress. He's a circle. I kind of want them to be like leaning back a bit, you know, like kind of surprised. This song is really sad in the game. It's grandma's theme, and she's sick because she's missing her grandchildren so much. Because in the beginning of the game, the granddaughter gets, or your sister, gets kidnapped, and you, as her brother, tries to go rescue her, right? So, whenever you visit the island where you're originally from, your grandma is just sad and sleeping and you know, withering there, just waiting for her grandkids to return. She's just worried about them. And so you see her and you're like, it's really sad. It's a sad moment. If you give her a fairy, then she perks back up and she can give you grandma soup, which acts the same way as milk does in the other games, where it'll give you basically a full, I don't know if it's a full health. I think it's at least 10 hearts. But you can drink it twice. So that's the cool thing about it. Got two drinking stuff.
Ah.
But yeah, it is a sad sort of moment just because she's... Whoa. Just because she's, you know, sleeping in her couch, all sad that you've gone to find your sister. She's all worried about you. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm trying to figure out how she did. Yeah, I just drew like the sleeves. Wind Waker is a really fun Zelda game. It's different in that it's like in the sea, and so it's like it's very wet. The art style is much different than the other Zelda games too, but it's cool. It's got pirates, it's got sailors, it's the first one that introduces bird people called Rito, who ended up in this version of the game are descendants of Zora. You don't need to have played Ocarina of Time to play it, but it is a sequel to it. It's like a future version, like 100 years after Ocarina of Time. I haven't been drinking my drink at all. I poured a cup and I didn't drink it. I get distracted too easily anyway, so it's probably good that I haven't been drinking my
Water is wet. Since when?
very valid points. Hoo-ha! But if you like beaches or islands and different things, which, you know, you do live in the Caribbean, so I'd assume you would, then Wind Waker is actually a really good place to start with Zelda games. And they have it on the, there's two versions of it. There's the Wii U version, and then there's the GameCube version. I recommend either. They're both good. The Wii U has quality of life improvements, such as the Super Sail, which lets you sail faster. And it's a graphical upgrade.
Do you think you'll stream TMR?
I think so. I think I will. I like streaming. And also, like I said, I kind of want a different job than teaching. Because I love teaching. I love the kids. But it is a hard job. And I think streaming is something that I would love to do. Just generally. Not just like art streams, but also like, you know, I had this weird idea of a tennis. This is everyone says, Josh, that's so sexist or whatever. But in America, female tennis sports doesn't get a lot of viewership, right? Or any sort of sports. Tennis, you know, generally doesn't get a lot of American viewership, but women's sports particularly don't get a lot of viewership. And I think this is a weird idea, but it's kind of something I want to do. I want to make a sports stream, but it's just women playing tennis, and I love tennis. That's why I'm choosing tennis specifically. They're not pros at tennis, but they're having a tournament, and it would be more like a WWE sort of thing, where most of the fighting and, you know, the drama behind it is fake. So they don't really hate each other, they're just acting. But the tennis part would be real. So them playing tennis would be real. And they would be like princesses. So it'd be like, we're going to settle this in a match of tennis sort of thing. I think princesses playing tennis would make more money than women's sports. But that's just me. I love that idea. And every time I say that to anyone, they're just like, dude, that's so sexist. Why would you say that? Let's just like let women get paid equally or whatever. And I'm like, but they don't get as much viewership. That's the issue. The reason, yeah. So it's like, I get a lot of flack for it whenever I bring it up with my friends.
Lol, tears of joy. That sounds intriguing.
Yeah, the idea came from when I was playing Mario Tennis. Okay, so I have 10 minutes. Yeah. The idea came from whenever I was playing Mario Tennis. And, you know, it'd be kind of like a reality TV show. People don't watch American Idol for, like, the actual talent that they... I mean, sometimes, sure. But, like, it's about the story behind it, right? So, people with actual talent but boring stories behind them, they don't get too far in those sort of shows. So, American Idol isn't about, you know, the singing talent. It's about the story behind it. Same with America's Got Talent. It's not about the talent itself necessarily, but it's about the sad story that comes along with it, right? Or the interesting story.
Hello.
Hello.
A video though rather than a stream, since you need video content too.
That's true. And so, yeah. Hello there, Dynamic Tempo. It's good to see you. Thanks for hopping in on stream. But yeah, so I like the idea of women playing tennis in dresses, in tiaras, and looking like princesses, and them actually having like a royal battle. So I would call it Battle Royale. It's like a princess tennis brawl. Yeah, I feel like more casual people would watch that.
Princess tennis brawl, tears of joy.
I think more people would watch that than, you know, or more casual people would watch that than people who casually watch women's tennis, or even women's basketball, or women's, you know, women's sports generally. I think people are more interested in, you know, they like the drama, sure, but yeah.
I've been working on a comic like as well.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, so this is the 11th page of my 75 pages. It's a rough draft, so this is not my final draft or anything. So you'll see they're kind of cutesy looking compared to their actual character designs that will happen. But yeah, this is based in an alternate reality where Japan is run by Soviet Russia.
Oh, cool dynamic
Pretty cool.
tempo.
But yeah, you've been working on a comic? That's awesome. You should stream it. Streaming comic drawing and stuff, it's a lot of fun. I do this before I go to work. I'm an English teacher in Japan. So yeah, I teach English in Japan. So nice to meet you. You came right as we were talking about, princesses playing tennis. So we're just chatting and hanging out while I try to finish my manga. But I actually do have to go in about 10 minutes, unfortunately. Yeah. How's he dressed? If you want to see more of my manga, you can go to viablemanga.com. You can download all of the files that I have, that I'm using, that I'm drawing on. And you can see the manga that I got. So
Mine like a strange romance story.
Ooh, a strange romance. I do like romances. I've been actually reading a lot of fantasy isekai romance lately. I don't know why that's such a specific genre, but it's lovely. And in fact, I was talking about my ex-girlfriends on stream, so it has been quite a romantic evening. But
You have a lot of ideas. Just to get around to doing them. If only you had a bit more time, I guess.
I guess, yeah. I have a lot of streaming ideas. The issue with the tennis one is that I would need to either rent a tennis court or find a way to like professionally film people playing tennis. And second, I would need to find the actresses who would be willing to learn how to play tennis in princess dresses and tiaras and different things. And I'd also need to pay like people to be in the crowd or whatever. So it would be quite an expense, but it would be such a cute thing that it would be, yeah.
It's where a bounty hunter and a cafe worker in love.
That's very interesting, actually. A bounty hunter and a cafe worker fall in love. That's really cool. Mine's spy themed, so if you're interested, the website. Let me go to here. So here I am streaming right now. Right. If you go, just close out the chat. Boop. If you click here in the description, click show more on the bottom. You have the website viablemanga.com. You click on that, and there's my website. Duplicate a couple people in it.
Lol, duplicate a couple people a million times in post tears of joy.
I could do that. And if you go to downloads, you can download all of my pages.
I'm a sub.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna put. Did I put the creative file? No, this one's the PNG. So I'm put that here. This is what I finished today, page 10. And I stream or I try to stream, unless I'm sick or just have horrible sleeping habits. I stream every morning in Japan, which is y'all's afternoon. So my stream starts at 6 a.m. here, which is about 4 p.m. Central Time. If you're in like the southish, like Texas or Florida or Mississippi or Tennessee area. I don't know what it is in California time or wherever you are, but you can figure it out, I'm sure. You can download both the Krita files, and Krita is a free software that I use, or you can download just the images if you want. Here's the Krita file. So yeah, very fun stuff. It's a
Yay,
Copyleft
new
manga.
subscriber, hands clapping, partying face.
Thank you. Interestingly, I have what's it called set up? Streamlabs, and it should. Do I not have the alert box? I do have the alert box. It should say when someone subscribes. It's weird that it's not doing that. Like I can do a test one. Hold on.
I originally drew the old comic on paper 2 years ago. I'm redrawing it digitally.
That's awesome. Yeah, I did the same thing. Not with this comic, but I used to draw comics all the time. Login with YouTube. I used to draw comics all the time.
Yeah, it should.
On what was I saying? On paper. And maybe it updated. Maybe that's not. That's why it's not doing it. I also used to make comics on paper. I actually, before I did manga, I did. Here's the alert box. Before I did manga, I did just traditional newspaper comic type stuff. So I was really into like Calvin and Hobbes, Peanuts, and Garfield and different things. So let's test the YouTube subscriber. Yeah, so that's what's supposed to happen. I'm gonna put that up. Let's test it again. YouTube subscriber. Yeah, so it's supposed to do that, where Zelda pops up saying that someone just subscribed. It just didn't do that for some reason. That's frustrating. Oh well. Anyway, do I have to launch it? Oh, hold on. Do not show this to anyone on stream. Let me Okay, I got it. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can subscribe to myself. Anyway, I guess I'm done drawing for today. Yeah, it's about time I go. I have like a minute left, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for hopping in on stream, everybody.
Haha. I went through a lot of redesigns of the Bounty Hunter, but I think I'm finished with it.
I did the same thing for my character, who's a detective. His name is Vassa, this guy. As you can see in the manga, let me go to chapter 1. If you look at the cover, this is how he originally looked, right? And I thought he was like too skinny. So, but yeah, thanks for hopping in. I'm excited. There's another person.
Hope you'll come back next time, Dynamic.
I think it was Gus Clip, actually. Maybe it wasn't Gus Clip. I can't remember. Yeah, it was Gus Clip.
Your story sounds interesting.
Gus Clip also does comic writing or drawing, manga writing. And they hopped in on stream, and we actually went to their website and read their manga on stream. So if you want me to read your manga on stream, I can do that too. So that'd be fun. But
I'll try to be back next stream.
Oh, awesome! That's great. Thanks for hopping in. This has been a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm trying to keep waking up. It's difficult, but I've been sick for the past 3 weeks. Well, 2 weeks really, and then I was not I didn't have a fever last week, and so I went to work. But yeah, I've been going to bed at like 2 a.m. and today was the first day that I actually woke up. So, but yeah, I teach a lot of kids. They're very germy, and I get sick relatively often because of it, unfortunately. So that can be an issue regarding me waking up early enough or me being too sick to stream. But generally, I try to stream every weekday, Monday through Friday. Maybe even more, depends on the day. And if I stream every day until Friday, I do a fun Friday where I play games. So I play a Nintendo 64 game. The current one we're playing is Get Her Love, which is a dating sim on the Nintendo 64. Pretty fun, pretty cool. So yeah, I'll see you guys
See ya next time. Hand waving was fun, smile.
Yeah, maybe we can talk more about my stream ideas and different things that would cost a lot of money. But if I had screw you money, I would definitely make the Princess Battle Royale.
I could show you the
idea.
character design next stream.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see it. I'm not much of a critic. I'd still say personally I'm kind of a beginner myself. Though that being said, I just do things on my own. I'm self-taught in most of my art stuff. So, but it's looking good, I think. You can read the rough drafts of the, I'm gonna save this, of the manga.
Low budget princess battle royale.
Low budget.
Ha ha ha.
We can have the first one be Rags to Riches, where she's the princess of the what's it called? She's the princess of the ghetto. She's the ghetto princess. We nominate you as tributes. And it's like, yeah, I don't like the rich. And then we get someone who's dressed in a pompous way with gloves and everything. That would be fun. Anyway, that's a silly stream idea. I could make a manga out of it, but it's, yeah. I would much prefer to have that be like a real life thing. And then the tennis itself would just be normal tennis. There'd just be girls playing tennis. And then the commentators would be talking about, you know, their form and different things. And it would be funny. Yeah.
Lol, totally tears of joy make the low budget part of the story.
Yeah. I also kind of want there to be like a chauvinistic like character that's just me talking about, man, I just love watching women play tennis. And then it's like, why do you want to do that? Well, I mean, you know, I don't want to watch women play tennis or whatever. I think that'd be funny just to have an interview. So I put a lot of money into it. How much money you put into it? Like $5, right? So that'd be funny. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for hopping in on a stream. I had a lot of fun this morning. It's always a time of day to brighten up my day to stream and hang out and talk with you guys. Rayana is always here. I really appreciate that. It's always good to have you. She's a big support. And sometimes we'll have other friends come in, like my friend Caleb. He'll hop in every now and then. I haven't seen him in a bit, but he's also been streaming lately, I think, which is cool. And yeah, maybe sometimes, like one time my friend Benton came, my cousin brother Omar came. There's a lot of people who come to my streams that it's just a lot of fun to hang out with. So, but yeah, I usually listen to Nintendo music while I'm drawing because I love Zelda. It's my favorite video game series of all time. So I'll be likely having more Zelda music in the background, but I could put on Wii Sports next time to give a more summer vibe. I went with Wind Waker today because it's summery and it got really hot, and my sinuses go crazy whenever the temperature changes, whenever the seasons change. So that's another reason why I was sick for an extra week. But anyway, I gotta go to work. So thanks again for hanging out. I'll talk with you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. And yep, have a good rest of your day. Have a good evening. Yeah. Ooh, esports. Yeah. Is speech chat working?
Ooh, Wii Sports.
There we go. Yeah.
Hand waving.
Alrighty. Bye-bye. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.